All right.
Bing, bing bong, ding dong. We're here.
Here we are.
Hi, we're back. What's up, you guys? Let's get into it. I'm serious this time. No pussyfooting around. Last time I had to warm up, but this time I'm ready to just.
You're warmed up.
Oh, that's me. I had me on up on the other screen. That's silly. Okay. Here we go. You guys, welcome back to anybody who is watching live and is here for episode 2. And hi, you guys. Hey, welcome to the replay crew. Let's get into it. The Curious Case of Natalia Grace, episode 2. Season 2, episode 2. Season 2 is Natalia Speaks. And Natalia is telling things in her own words now, and I'm doing my best to convey those to you. So let's go. Podcast mode, activate. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. This is That's So Fucked Up, a podcast about cults, murder, and other generally fucked up stuff. I'm your host, Ashley Love Richards. That's confusing. This is a bonus episode, so I don't know really what to do always during these. So today, I am joined by my lovely friend, Shantae Pitts. Shantae is a teacher of STEM, science, technology, engineering. Yes, I got it. And math. She is from a cult where they said, bitch, you just got to bake. You don't need anything past fractions. And she said, no, you're a bitch. I'm going to go get a master's degree in engineering, you fuck. And here she is, just being super awesome. What's that? Say hi,
What's
Shantae.
up, everyone? Hey.
Do you have anything to add to that intro?
No, you. Oh my God. Synopsis successful. Killing the game.
Awesome. So, yeah, we are back and we're ready to bust it out. Bust it. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Hey.
I mean, if you don't sing at least once, I feel like
I don't know
it
if I
won't
sang
work
last
out.
time. I
You
don't
did.
think I did. Did I?
You did.
Okay.
Yeah. It
Yikes.
was just the title, like the title of your podcast, but it was still you singing. So I feel like
Okay.
that counts.
That counts. Hey, guess
Yeah.
what, by the way? P.S. It's official. You're awesome.
That's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed to hear.
That's
I
what
feel like I can go to
what
sleep.
my mug
tonight.
says, you guys, because I need to hear that too. And
I agree.
I say, thanks, mug. And then I drink my coffee. Okay. And then I tell stories. Here we go. We are in April of 2023. So just last year, you guys. And this has been 6 months. And this has been 6 months since Michael's acquittal. Yep. Justice. That slippery bitch.
It was not served.
No.
It wasn't even prepped.
Michael got acquitted.
Yep.
And at this point, Natalia hasn't spoken to Michael in years.
And rightfully so. Rightfully so. Let's give it that.
Yeah. Also, though, there's been all kinds of crazy legal shit with gag orders and stuff. So all of the gag orders that have legally permitted them, that have legally not permitted them from talking, are up now. She probably also just didn't want to talk to him because he's I don't want to say he's a crazy person because I don't like calling people crazy, but he really does act like a crazy person with like
his
the
performances
that he puts on.
Yeah,
he's like,
it's a whole thing.
The way that he acts for the camera, I'm like, that's crazy.
I mean, I usually am like, usually want to be friends with and want to like hang around guys who are willing to have emotions, but his emotions make me want to punch his head through a wall. I truly
Well, I
don't.
don't think they're genuine.
No, they're not. It is just like all of a sudden he's just throwing a grown man adult fit. That's what he does.
Crocodile tears,
my
the whole
God.
the whole
I'm
kit
sorry.
and caboodle.
I'm sorry. It's like,
Yeah.
no, you're not sorry. Who are you
I'm
apologizing?
sorry. Can you just give me a second? No,
I'm like,
Michael,
you
you've
didn't
had your
even-
second.
Yeah, I know. And like, you didn't even give her a second. I don't know, of your time. I don't know, to protect her. No.
Right.
I'll give you a second, all
the
right.
vulnerable child with
Yeah,
disabilities that you adopted. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
whatever. Also, I want to say what's up to the YouTube people. Hey guys. Phantom Shadow Song says the jurors did not know about her true age in both hearings from both
Yep.
of the Barnetts. Yeah, so that's actually very true and a very important fact because there was so much shenanigans with her age being changed, when they went to court, it wasn't to prove that they had abandoned a child because they weren't able to bring her age into it at all. What they were trying to prove was that Michael and Christine had abandoned someone that they had taken responsibility for, child or adult, who had special needs that they needed to be taken care of, like the scheduled surgeries. Obviously, Natalia needs special shoes to walk.
I don't know, putting her in an apartment that had a shit ton of stairs with no assistance whatsoever.
Right. So apparently, though, how did they get acquitted? I don't get it.
I'm going to tell you that it's because legally her age was the age that like they were referring to her as. So they couldn't say she was a child because legally her age was not a child.
And
because
people
it
are
had
like,
changed.
oh, well, if you adopt somebody and then you don't actually know how old they are, I mean, I guess it would make sense that you wouldn't want to do X, Y, and Z for them.
Yeah.
Cunts. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So Michael has reached out to Natalia and says that he wants to talk. And Natalia agreed to do so because she has a lot of questions and says, quote, let's see what he has to say. Michael feels compelled to speak to Natalia because he, quote, just wants everybody to be happy and heal and live their lives. Because, quote, in the end, a bad guy wouldn't be here doing this.
When he said that, I'm like, gaslight much? I don't know. Just immediately irritated.
A bad guy wouldn't even be here trying to talk to Natalia, not apologize to her. But a bad guy wouldn't even be here in her presence after all that she's done to me.
I have monsters. Bro, you are a monster.
You're the monster. You are
my
the monster in your
God.
closet. It's in the mirror. Hi. There it is. Boom. Yeah.
I can't.
So we are now at an in-person meeting with Natalia, and she is going to be meeting up with Michael, and she's with her guardian, her male guardian, because they
So sorry.
she's with her guardian that's a man. His name is Antoine. Bishop Antoine Mans is a man. And he's her guardian.
Is the man. I don't know what's happening.
No, me neither. Like most of the time. So it's real fucking awkward. Right outside of the door. Like Michael's sitting on a couch right inside. The whole film crew's there. Producers, everything. Right outside the door. Antoine is prepping Natalia and coaching her, and they're praying. And he's like, God, take it. God, take you to it. He gonna take you through it. I want you to say what's on your heart. I want you to say everything that you have suffered. It's okay to be angry, be confident, walk in there and speak the truth. Make him come to your will. It's a very intense and impassioned speech.
It is. I'm going to be honest with you, though. He gives me vibes of cult-ish. I'm sorry.
I know. No, me
I
too.
don't want to say it.
No,
but that was immediately my trigger. Was that moment where I was like, whoa,
I didn't
whoa,
like it.
whoa.
I was like,
That
wait, why is God here?
But it was also just the way that he like stepped in as this dad. I mean, it's basically very parallel to my story of like, oh, you need a dad, let me be your dad. But the way that it goes about it is just slightly uncomfortable to me.
Yeah, and I feel like he's almost kind of like, is goading her the right word? He's like, yeah, go in there and fucking be a bulldog. And it's
but he knew the cameras were right there.
Yeah,
and it felt very performative of like, look what kind of fucking dad I am. Like, hello, like I'm amazing. Like, yeah. And listen, I'm a fan of them like coming to her aid.
Yes.
Like and helping her. Like, yes, great. I love it. But then I also feel the whole white savior vibes or the savior vibes. I said white savior because
I was like, he's black. So I don't know.
Michael is all white people, and there was that vibe. Okay, sorry. Anyways, but I'm talking about the whole vibes of it being like this, the savior to come in and save. And
yeah.
Look what I've done.
It's like, is it a PR job for God?
Oh, I just felt a little. And again, I don't want to speak on it. Like, yeah.
No, I don't want to talk shit because I'm super happy that Natalia is like with a family that is taking care of her and that she feels loved and safe. I don't like when people are taking religion and like vigorously shoving it down your fucking throat.
She doesn't seem as though she has gotten the help she needs psychologically with like getting a therapist and
you don't need a therapist when you have God, Shantae.
Well,
don't be
you're
ridiculous. Come on.
God is the reason I need a therapist. I'm sorry.
Dude, I've read the Bible and he's kind of a dick. He's like, you're smited. You're smited. And I'm not putting down anybody who's religious. I'm just saying that's a fucking fact. I've read the Bible and he smites everybody all the time. It's mean.
Yeah. It's yeah.
Can I get an amen? I got
and
one.
I say amen.
So yeah, it's awkward.
Yeah.
It's pretty awkward. You know, Michael
could hear it all, right? Yeah. He's like listening to all this happening.
Oh, Michael can hear all
talking
of it.
Shit about Michael.
And
that's right.
Also, let's not forget this quote. Antoine yells, "That devil is a liar, and where we go, God goes." Michael's evil and he's a liar, but Joanna's making a good point. The New Testament apparently shows a different side of God, and I haven't gotten to the New Testament. I'm still in the Old Testament. He's still very smitey, so you know
that's true. Though it does. The New Testament is very about love, and
so I will, I will make that caveat that it's a thick book. What the fuck? 66 books in one.
Yeah.
My gosh. So
yeah.
My God.
His smiley face. I can't handle it.
So and also, God goes where I go too. And Shantae, it sounds like a no for you, but that's everybody. But my God is like Mother Nature and like woo-woo bullshit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's like whatever makes you good, whatever makes you feel good, you guys.
For it.
I just don't like when people are like, devil.
Yeah.
God.
As long as you're not using it to control someone.
Aggressive. Yeah.
It's just the way that it was being
like
used.
would Natalia is it makes the love and care conditional. Like, what if Natalia was like, I'm not into this?
Yeah.
Would that be allowed?
No. I guarantee it.
Probably
No.
not.
No.
I don't get that
would not.
vibe.
Have you watched all of it, or you have only watched the first 2 episodes?
No, I've only watched the first 2 episodes because
I was just curious.
I'm taking it in chunks.
I have a hard time not allowing for. I shouldn't have probably watched all of them because I have a hard time not allowing other episodes to impact how I feel right now.
Oh, dang. Yeah, no, we can't be on different journeys. What'd you do?
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Listen, I love that journey for me. Okay.
And you know what? Whatever journey you love for you, I'm on board. So
yeah. No. Anyways,
all the love.
Sorry.
No. I love it.
Yeah.
I love love and
love. Love is love.
Love lamp.
I love
that was that. Well, mine was Anchorman, but that was Heartbreak Kid, and that's a deep cut, and not enough people bring that up. High five. Yes. Ben Stiller, you guys, it's amazing. Okay, so now we're starting to talk to Terrence Kinnard, Michael Barnett's lawyer. And he states that everyone was excited to see Michael and he states that everyone is excited to see Michael and Natalia reunite. Oh yeah, super.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah,
that was so nice.
Very exciting, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And
you think Michael pays him? I'm just kidding.
Right. And to the camera, yeah, Terrence is like, his speech was unusual, to say the least. Like, he was trying to like say it nicely. He's like, yeah, it's just like there was kind of an excited vibe, which I guess the producers were excited because they're making good television. But
yeah.
Michael's excited because he's a narcissistic
dick,
cuckoo pants, dick face.
Pendejo. I'll give you some Spanish feelings now.
Basura blanca.
Ooh, okay.
Is that, or do I say, or did I not need to mix it up, or is it blanca basura?
That's a great question that I probably don't fully feel comfortable.
I don't know when you're supposed to say
I think it would be
sentence in order.
Blanco Barsuda, but I'm not positive.
Man, I thought I was pronouncing it good, and then you came in with the real pronunciation, dropping it like it's hot.
Yeah,
right,
sorry. Listen, I taught bilingual students.
I'm very white. Like, I unfortunately never. I blame the education system, actually.
Do it.
For not being good enough, because my boyfriend's from Denmark and he knows a bunch of languages. Multiple. I don't know how many, but and I always feel really stupid for not knowing another language. And I'm like, you could do it, Ashley. And then it seems like a lot of work.
Yeah.
And then I do something else.
You have to, I learned phrases and build from phrases. And that's how I've been able to feel a little more comfortable with my Spanish. But yeah.
I'm like, I blame the school system. You're like, yeah, remember I got,
I was like,
before I went and got my master's and now I'm a STEM fucking. Yeah. Okay, but hot stat, okay? 25% of Americans are illiterate. Isn't that sad?
It really is. It's bad.
It's really sad.
It's because the system has never been altered. It's stayed the same. And other people have grown as we grow as humans. But America decided not to do that with their education.
I was looking at stats, like literacy stats in other parts of the world. And we are...
Yeah, and I'm just going to state that I want to make it very clear that I am not blaming teachers for that. Teachers are a part of the system. So I know you're not either, but I just want to double check. That not the
just like
fellow educators.
The the government, right? They're kind of
that's who we blame.
Overseers.
And that is exactly the problem.
Personally, I'm going to speak for me for most things.
Yeah, for 99.
Wake up, sheeple.
Yep.
Okay. What? Okay. So
get on off our soapboxes. We're back.
Yeah. Hey.
Welcome back, everyone.
Hi. Welcome back. It's official. You're awesome. Here we go. Natalia enters and sits down across from Michael and says, "Why are we here, Michael?" And he's like, "Oh, don't what?" And she's like, "Why did you adopt me in the first place?" And again,
I mean, she came in with
he can't fucking come up with an answer because it's ridiculous.
I haven't seen my boys.
He is such a sad little victim.
I mean,
just see
I
this
do
like
feel
tiny
bad.
baby violin come out every time he
Right. For his boys. Let me finish that sentence.
Oh no, of course his
I feel bad for his
children are
boys.
fucking victims. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, bro, don't be bringing your I'm going to be honest with you. Anytime that you're trying to address someone who is part of your trauma and they're sitting down with you and they want to tell you about their trauma, that's a problem. That's a problem. First of all, you've caused too much trauma. You're not allowed to trauma dump on the person you gave trauma to. Go sit down and shut the fuck up. Please.
Getting another personal twinge.
Yep. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Growing up with a narcissist has its commonalities.
Yeah.
I grew up with one, and so did Natalia. For, not really. I mean, they had her for how long before they fucking dumped her on her own? So, but she's been dealing with him, let's say, right?
Yeah.
So she, again, demands why. Because I'd want to know why the fuck you adopted me too if it wasn't to take care of me. What
was your reasoning? And you know why he didn't want to say, right? Because he knows damn well they were using her.
Yeah, because the answer isn't we adopted you because we wanted to love you and take care of you. And
we adopted you to help us look good.
Yeah.
And we fucked that up.
But that's not a good answer. That doesn't sound great out loud. I'm guessing.
I hope not. It shouldn't sound great out loud.
I'm guessing Terrence Kinnard advised Michael against giving any answers that were anywhere close to the truth. So we now are talking to Brandon Davenport, who's a detective with the Indiana State Police, and he says, quote, everyone that gets involved in this case always starts out with, man, this is a really crazy story. It's like, it really is, because I'm convinced that Christine took the plot of the movie Orphan and like literally just took that movie and was like, oh, that thing that happened in that hit movie from last year, weird, that's happening to me too.
Yeah.
Like it seems like it's straight out of a movie because she took it straight out of a fucking movie. It's like, not even original.
No question. No question.
Stupid bitch. Also, one day, maybe if you're interested, we can talk about Barbara Scalara or something. She's like the real orphan. Like,
really?
Like, I don't know if the movie was inspired by her, but it's this woman who was 30. She was in her 30s. Her dad's a fucking cult leader. She escapes from her dad in the cult with a couple from the cult. They somehow, like, I don't know if they fucking killed their son or what, but they give Barbara their kid's ID. So now this 31-year-old named Barbara, whose dad is a cult leader, is on the run, and she's going under the name of Adam, who's a 12-year-old boy. And then she starts, she gets adopted by this woman who's actually the same age as her, but she's still being Adam. And then they start torturing the biological kids together. Listen, no more spoilies. Do you want to hear about that sometime?
Fuck yes. And also,
that's
like,
real.
Disturbingly, no. But
fuck
yeah.
Yes. No, it's
yeah. I'm like, it's really uncomfortable to be like, yes, I want to hear about that.
No, but
it's
you
like,
do.
whoa, right? But
because it's
so fucked up.
It gets way crazier than what I just fucking told you. Like, it gets so much more wild, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what? So, yeah. Detective Brandon Davenport says this is a really crazy story because it is. He was first contacted in 2019 by a doctor reporting that a child, Natalia, obviously, came into his facility, but the child's documents were strange. The documents and ID that Natalia had said that she was an adult, but they were like, she is clearly not an adult and very much so a child. And he really believes, and if you don't, what's wrong with you? That Natalia deserves justice.
Mm.
She was a child who was made to pretend to be an adult and then was neglected and abandoned. And if anybody's not really familiar with neglect and abandonment, it's a really impactful type of abuse. It's not being verbally abused or emotionally or mentally abused, or it's not being hit. It's your parents at a very young age giving you the message that you're not worth having your basic needs met. And that, like, newsflash update, you guys, fucks with you for a super long time.
Crazy, right?
It's
yeah,
super
like
weird.
Can you imagine that really
It's
fucking
wild.
with you? Yeah.
And
You
that's
don't
why I've
deserve
developed
it.
my dark sense of humor, and I get so defensive when people are like, true crime comedy, how could you laugh at terrible things? I'm like, because if I don't laugh, I'll like
Go
freak
into a
out
very
and
dark place and not come out.
yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Yep.
Because I have trauma and I'm allowed to be able
And
to handle my trauma however the fuck it works for me.
amen, hallelujah. Okay.
Don't tell me how to handle my trauma. I've already been told what to do my whole entire fucking life. I'm going to decide.
Or when you've been neglected and abandoned and you weren't given parental guidance when other people tell you what to do, you're like, oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to go fuck yourself super hard because I know how to take care of myself because I've been doing it since I was 5, you piece of shit. Oh,
Right.
I'm sorry, officer. No, actually, sorry. No, here's my license. No, I was going 5 over the speed limit. You're right. I have issues with authority.
I do too, but mine's very opposite of yours. I'm like, someone will tell me what to do and I'll be like this. They're like, what? I'm like, I'm just looking for who the fuck you're talking to. Because I know for a fact that it's not me. Not me. There's zero chance.
Oh, wait. Oh, or is
who?
Me?
No.
Our motto, both of us, you guys, we've both said, fuck around and find out. Or Shantae also likes, I wish the fuck you would. But I kind of don't, because like I feel like people the fuck do all the time. And I'm like, can you guys just cut it out for a second? Like,
I just say that because I'm like, I want you to give me a reason to knock your ass out.
I know. But I
promise.
I feel like the
I don't
fuckery
want
is
them to.
daily. It's crazy. It's like, you
know,
guys.
it's so true.
Can we get it together, please? It's so much out here in these streets.
Please sit the fuck down somewhere. Take some melatonin and take a nap.
Oh, okay. No joke. I went to Target before this.
So did I.
Did you really?
Yes, I did. I was literally ran home from Target to get on here.
Bitch, shut up. That is so
I'm
funny.
sorry.
Stop it.
Anyway.
How much
So
did
you were
you
at
spend?
Target.
Don't tell me. I'm not going to tell you. Listen, let's keep it to yourself. Okay, I'm just going to tell you what's set up in the next room for when we're done with this. I got like one of those things that you put in your bathtub so it holds shit.
Yes.
And I got some Himalayan Epsom salt, fucking like Dr. Teal's relaxing bubble bath. And I got a new candle that smells like gardenias, motherfucker. It's like the best smelling candle I've ever
bougie
smelled.
Bitch.
Oh, and I have a bath pillow, and it's not like a plastic. It's not like some plastic bullshit. And before you call me bougie, it was like $15 on Amazon. Everybody can make it happen. Okay. But like, no, I go to town when I take a bath. Like, it's like spa time. I put on my I also have like a salt lamp So I put my salt lamp on. I got my candles. I put my app on with the rain noises and the crackling fire because it's a hot mix. Let me tell you. And then I stay in there for like 2 hours until the water's cold and I'm a prune.
You straight up know that you're boiling your body in your own body juices for 2 hours.
I take a shower after though.
I'm just playing. I am a huge fan of a bath.
Love baths. I'm like,
kidding.
You're not shaming me.
But
I know a
wanna
lot of
point
people
out-
make that argument, but
Yeah,
I shower
really-
after. I don't bathe as
that's not your
a
bath.
bath is not to bathe.
I know.
It's
I'm
it's
just fucking
it's
with
balling on a budget. No, I know. But I'm like that's like because I can't afford to go to like spas. That's crazy, you know.
No,
so
let's not get carried away.
I make a spa in my bathroom.
Yeah, I feel you.
The best I can.
I do want to say to you though,
Yeah.
ironically, I
it.
also purchased Dr. Teal's Himalayan, but
Fuck
I
off.
like literally glanced over at my table and was like, did she just say, okay, hear me out. But I got the body scrub. That is that brand.
I literally almost got the body scrub, but I got scrubbing gloves, and I was like, "You don't need two."
And I got a
scrubbings.
scrubbing glove to exfoliate.
You got
with this.
No, I thought you just exfoliate with the glove. The scrub's too much, Ashley.
No,
That's what
because
I
I
thought.
want to get a spray tan on Monday, so I'm
Okay.
exfoliating my skin.
Oh my
for
god, that is so funny.
I really hate myself for saying that out loud, but it is what it is.
No, I was
There it
actually
is.
literally recently thinking that I want to get a spray tan because when I have a spray tan and put on mascara, game changer.
It is, and
Fucking
it makes you
game
feel
changer.
good about yourself.
And
So
it's
I'm
like it's
going
not
to a
that much
friend's
work,
party.
Ashley. You could you could go get a spray tan. You could go stand in a booth for 30 seconds and then go.
I'm going to a party with my
Ooh.
friends' party that we're all getting spray tans at. We have
Oh,
like someone
okay.
coming to spray.
Is it a
tan all of
swingers
us.
party?
I wish
Is
it
that why you guys are
were.
getting spray tans?
I wish none
You're
of them are
not
lesbians
even.
enough to want to actually get down with me. Okay,
You're like, no, we're just
I'm like,
getting spray tans.
right, I would happily participate in some like painting, body painting and stuff too while we're doing that.
I
Like,
got
let's have
my
a good
friend.
time.
You're like, let's spice this up. I got my friend, my boyfriend and I got our friends that are a couple, and our friend, she's super creative. She's like an amazing artist, painter, and we got them this bucket of paints and shit that were like body paints that are glow in the dark for in the bath. And I was
Get
like, I'm sorry, glow in the dark bath
out.
paint, body paint time.
It's like a dream come true.
They were very happy with the gift.
Oh,
so
y'all
I
win.
was happy.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing better than that.
And the audience is like, for sure, you guys, but what happened next? so now we're
Never
back.
put two ADHD people in the same
it's,
box.
It's so wild.
What are we doing here?
Where am
Anyway, so Natalia, tell me more about where we are with that episode.
So we're back to Jackie Starbuck, former deputy prosecutor of Tippecanoe. I'm on it this time.
Killing
The
it.
last time I was like, who the fuck is that? Now I know. Okay.
Yeah.
So Michael alleged that Christine thought that she had turned their son Jacob into a genius. Michael alleged that, and she totally did think that because it's very obvious by the book she wrote, Sparking Joy or something.
And you can 100% change someone's IQ, right? I mean,
right.
that's something you're not born with or anything.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Oh,
just like my sexuality, we can also change that. That's what it was.
Dude, I tried with girls a couple times. I was like, give it a go, Ashley.
I mean,
guys aren't working and you think they're hot. And let me tell you, it's not something you choose. I was like, fuck, you're so attractive. But I'm just not feeling this right now, you know?
And literally the thought of having a guy with any of that anywhere near me makes me 100% vomit in my mouth.
It's all dangly. And
it's just, there's nothing about that to me that is
bobbing around
enticing.
in your
It's
face.
Like, y'all do stuff
You're
like
like,
that?
no, thank
No
you.
thanks. I
That's
wish
kind of how I
someone
felt
would.
with the vagina, though. I was like, oh,
See.
these guys they're up in here. They're all up in this, and I thought I was overwhelmed. Again, we are. What the fuck?
Oh, where did we go? Hold on.
Tippecanoe.
That's
We were
right. We're in
talking about like
Tippecanoe.
autism and Christine saying that she
Feeling the
fucking
I
created
threw you off. I'm
Jacob
sorry
into.
because I said you can change someone's
We
IQ.
got onto like bath paint. I don't know. We went.
That was a good time. Anyway,
I had fun. But back
It was.
to this. Christine didn't train Jacob into being into a genius, like, or turn him into one or whatever. And like we said, by adopting Natalia, she was like, I'm gonna look like the best mom ever. Like she just for some reason, well, she thought that she trained or taught Jacob to be a genius, so she thought that she could do it to Natalia too. She's like, here, do this physics paper. And Natalia's like, I'm 9.
But also, like the other two boys, like what were we just like, but the other, like you had other 2 kids. Why aren't they geniuses? If you're so great, I mean, I'm not saying they're not, but like you don't hear.
Have we even ever
them.
heard their names? Like these poor kids. I mean, it's better that they're nameless.
Yes. No, their names have been brought up over and over again. I just don't remember.
Well, it just shows
what they were.
Something that. Oh, Shantae, we have a fun comment.
Oh, I saw it and I wanted to comment, but I know if I was allowed to because I was like, oh my gosh, yes.
Shantae, have you prayed hard enough about your lesbianism?
And honestly, I feel like, I think maybe going to a conversion camp could be the answer. Because I couldn't imagine anything better than being locked up with a bunch of lesbians. I really I think about it and I'm like, that sounds like a fun summer camp.
How much
Where
is that?
do I sign up?
Can I get a scholarship?
And how long am I allowed to stay?
And can we skip the brainwashing sessions? Because then I am in.
Oh, yeah. I can handle brainwashing because I've done it enough to know I can block it out now. I think I got it.
See, I would like say some shit like that and be in a cult tomorrow. So I'm gonna lock it up. I'm gonna lock it up regarding that, and I'm gonna get back onto this.
Back to this. I love it.
This. Yeah.
And now
one more sentence. Here we go. When that didn't turn out the way that Christine wanted, Natalia didn't fit into Christine's narrative anymore. Christine's like, this is like not great publicity. Natalia needs to go, which is exactly what they did. So Natalia and her special needs were included in the initial drafts of The Spark, but all mentions of adopting Natalia and her dwarfism and dwarfism in general were removed from the final copy.
Naturally.
She totally adopted Natalia to look to try to fucking up her book sales. She was literally like thought it would be good for book sales.
And then she was like, whoops, I fucked that up. Erased it all. Okay, now we're good to go. Redacted.
Fucking bitch.
Like, what?
She is such a cuntarella. I
hope there's like a deeper
face.
part of hell that's just reserved for her. Just a real, if there is such thing, and I don't believe in that, but if there were such thing, just a real dark place.
Yeah.
Just all alone.
I have to believe that when we die, it's lights out, because the thought of doing anything more is so exhausting. Like, it's depressing to me. I'm not even kidding.
And being
like, I love life.
People.
It's awesome and stuff, but I don't want to do it again or do more of it after we wrap this up, you know?
Let's wrap it up.
Let's give it our best shot here, and like ashes to ashes, worms to worms and shit.
Right. And just let it go. Yeah. And honestly, like the idea of just going to sleep.
Yeah. Our fucking
I know.
We're together. This is so bad. Okay.
Listen. No, we were doing so good. The last one we didn't really do this.
That was me though. I did that. Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
Listen.
Keep going.
Listen, Shantae. We're now talking again to Beth Karras. Yeah. She's a legal expert, and she says that Christine was writing the spark, and they adopted Natalia in 2010, and Christine officially signed her book deal in 2011, and it was published in 2013. So it was like, okay, once we once we've got the official book deal and we see that this little situation is not going to work in our favor, we got to get her out of here before like that shit is published.
She's got to go.
She's got to go. And Christine has made a fuck ton of money off of Jacob and thought, let me find another child to profit off of. So in 2009, the Barnett's daycare. Yeah, this woman should have a whole bunch of other people's children in her care.
Oh, when I heard that, I was like,
which she also called Jacob's Place. Just exploit the fuck out of that kid, huh?
You have 2 other kids, bitch.
Yeah, we don't know them. What other kids? So in 2009 alone, Jacob's Place made $145,300, which I think is more than I've ever made in my life collectively, and additional donations. And then a book deal advance for $600,000.
$600,000. And how much did Jacob get again? I think he might have said something about like $5.
A cup of coffee.
Yeah, something like that.
I think we do actually have a quote coming.
Oh yeah, come at me with
There was even a fucking movie deal about essentially about Jacob and Christine in the work, and Rosamund Pike was actually going to play Christine. Do you know who that is?
Yes.
Who? Tell me.
Wait.
Quiz.
I think so. Wait, hold on. Rosamund Pike was
okay.
in...
I told. Oh, it's the girl from Gone Girl. She's the girl who's gone.
I was like, I do know that name.
She's
and then
the
you're
Gone
like
Girl
questioning me, like, oh, you do.
It's because I didn't. It's actually because I didn't know.
Like,
so I was like, oh, let me quiz you because I thought that maybe you would know. Actually, just
damn. Okay.
Okay, so that's who Rosamund Pike is, you guys. Back to the story. Mm-hmm. In 2019, Christine was soliciting donations for, this is the most ridiculous name I've ever heard, the International Campaign to End the Seclusion, Restraint, Physical, and Verbal Abuse of Children with Disabilities. Not only is it the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard because it's like 16 or 20 words in a row.
What?
Also, you are literally taking a child with disabilities, restraining them, physically and verbally abusing them, and then secluding them. The International Campaign to End the Seclusion, Restraint, Physical, and Verbal Abuse of Children with Disabilities. 16 words. Oh my God. I nailed it. That is way too long. That's too many words.
It is. Are you saying 16 words like I counted to 16, meaning that you nailed it because you did math? Or are you saying I nailed it like it's more than the last one
No, I nailed it because I looked at it and I just guessed 16.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you guessed it. Okay.
Oh, sorry. I guessed. And then I counted and confirmed that
That's actually a highly sought after math skill. So I'm impressed.
Really? Like being able to
of like words? Look and be able to guess and then actually be accurate by just like scanning. Yeah.
So I do some. I do.
You're smart.
I do some math, you guys. Sometimes.
You're a mathematician.
Once in a while, sometimes I math it up. It's all good. So Christine and her psychotic ass thought that she could use Natalia's disabilities to profit. And thought that Natalia could be the subject of an additional book, like, in her planning phases. She was like, well, I could just talk about, just, throw a little bit about Natalia in the first book, and then boom, hello, obviously that's stepping stone to book number 2. But unfortunately, I guess Christine really did think that she taught Jane I think Christine really must have thought that she did teach Jacob to be a genius, because she just like figured that Natalia would be for some reason.
Is it just because of do you think like she really thinks that because of disabilities, like there's some magical power she possesses with children who have a disability?
I don't know,
Because it seems to be the focal point of her profit. Like,
oh yeah, that's
so
how she's
like
making her money, by being a champion for these poor children.
It's just interesting. Anyway, not good interesting, by the way.
But not only was Natalia not a genius, just a average kid, wildly.
Right.
She was also, like I said, needed a lot of expensive surgeries. So they were just like, oh my God, she's not making us money. We actually have to spend money on her. This is fucking insane. We didn't sign up for this.
This is not part of the profit.
That's exactly what you signed up for, actually, weirdly. I think that's 1,000% what you signed up for when you signed the contract.
The contract that with the parents that had her before that you've never seen.
Right.
With
the adoption agency that you've never talked to. You don't even know about. What?
Okay. Let's do better at lying, folks.
Seriously, like, keep your shit together. Also, did she think that Natalia was never going to fucking grow up and be like, hi, look at me now versus when I was a child? Because now when you look at her now versus when they had her in their care and she was 1,000% a fucking kid, it's very obvious. There's no question in your mind as to, oh, was she a kid back then?
Not at all.
Because now she's an adult and she looks like an adult and she looks nothing like she did as a fucking child.
Which is the way that it goes for children. They grow up and they look like adults. It's insane to me that is like, there's no afterthought. It's just immediate thought and action.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I feel like they did. It was like, here's an idea. We need to get rid of her. How do we do it right now to save our asses right now? And by save, I mean save meaning because she can't make Natalia a genius.
Right.
Yeah.
So we got that quote now.
Oh,
Jacob, the famous Jacob, says, there was a fraction of the book money that was supposed to go to me. It's on the order of $200,000 that was supposed to go to me, and I didn't get a cent of it. Michael says Christine left Jacob with about $5. Jacob says, she left me enough money to get a cup of coffee. So that was right. I did get that right.
$5. And she got 600,000 from that book deal. Or and more than that. Was it that?
No, that was the book deal advance she got.
Okay.
She made so much more money than that. And then when Jacob has asked Christine, what the fuck, bitch, where's my money? She said, oh, I used it to pay for your college education in Canada.
Okay. Ma'am, I don't know if you've ever heard of Canada, but like, let's do better. Again, maybe lie a little bit with some research.
Also, just like the whole fucking book is about him. So, and you literally, the book is about how you've done everything in your power to make Jacob this genius that he is, which I would think include paying for his education. Maybe if you're going to take credit for creating the genius, wouldn't you? I don't know, maybe foot the bill for college?
And that is also part of the cost of having children. I'm not saying everyone has to pay for their kids' college. I'm just saying,
if you're going to take credit for how fucking smart they are, then you should pay for their college. Okay.
And that's on all the facts that we have in front of us. The glaring lights.
If
Like,
you don't pay for
no.
your kids' college, that's totally fucking cool. Like, not
Yeah.
everybody has those financial means, but then don't take credit for them being smart. That's
Yeah.
rude.
Just be quiet and about it.
Be proud
Humble
that they
yourself.
did great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Natalia feels that her adoption was not a mission of love, but a mission of boosting Christine's ego. Yes, Natalia, we agree.
Absolutely.
She said, quote, "It was a mask. Like, I'm a great mom, but Christine was a monster. I didn't know what she was going to do next." And just like knowing, I grew up in a cult, growing up with fear as a child, of fear of going to hell, or fear of pissing off your pastor, or fear of not being good enough so that you get breakfast in the morning, or whatever, you know, like it's not a cool way to grow up. And then you have to take so many bubble baths when you get older because your back hurts and shit all the time from tension.
Yeah. That.
Bum, trauma.
Ta-da!
So much therapy. It's okay. We're working through it. Okay. So, Natalia, of course, like most kids, was excited to be in school in first grade. She was like excited to be around other kids and shit. And her first grade teacher said that Natalia wasn't a prodigy, as the Barnetts wanted to believe. She wasn't reading chapter books or doing crazy math problems.
She was an average child.
She was literally just
and
regular
yay. Kid. Thank God. Like, give her a chance to just be.
No. We need to torture her.
Right.
Because we're
the school story just
people.
crushes me. It crushes me.
So she's all excited to be in school and shit. And the school principal said there were concerns about how Christine treated Natalia, because Christine would be openly a fucking bitch to Natalia.
No shame at all.
Like, no shame.
None.
And also, not only is this a child, keep in mind, you guys, this is a child with disabilities. Like, one of the most vulnerable people. Christine.
And the idea of
You
her,
can go to
like,
hell.
I could feel her excitement when she was talking about that whole, like, going to school, getting to be with friends her age, and like learning with them and feeling just like a part of the crowd. You know what I mean? Like, it sort of felt like another part of what it feels like to belong.
And what really fucks me up is that Christine takes Natalia out of the school because somebody confronted her about like, hey, the way that you're behaving to your child is not super chill. And it reminds me of how in the last episode, the Chacones didn't let the DePauls adopt Natalia because they suspected that the DePauls had called CPS on them, which is Child Protective Services, you guys. So in the last episode, the Chacones, who were Natalia's first adoptive family, who also sucked, allegedly. Okay, right.
Allegedly.
Listen, Natalia has spoken her truth and I'm relaying it. Natalia was all set to be adopted by this family named the DePauls. They were also little people. They understood that Natalia had a lot of needs. They were excited to welcome her into their family. Natalia got along super well with their with their biological daughter. And then when the Chacones suspected the DePauls of calling Child Protective Services on them, they were like, fuck you guys, and took Natalia to get adopted by the Barnetts. So, hold on. Phantom Shadow Song says she is living with the DePauls now. Hold on. At the time of the documentary, she was living with the Mans, Cynthia and Antoine Mans. If she's with the DePauls now, that's fucking an incredible update that I'm not aware of.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, there's things.
Oh, yeah. Oh, spoilies. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. What? Oh my God.
That's not a spoilie from the documentary.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I mean, there is the documentary ends crazy, but that's probably where she lives now, though. For real, that's probably where she lives.
I fucking hope
Yeah.
she does, dude.
I mean, we're not putting this on the actual podcast, or are you? Like,
Yeah.
what we're saying right now? Okay, I don't want to ruin it for people. So
Oh,
yeah,
no spoilies, no spoilies.
no, yeah.
But
but that is not in the documentary. What they're saying.
whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa. All right. I got to keep going because that's
Okay.
blowing my mind right now. Okay. So Natalia's all excited to be in school. Christine's like, fuck that. You're going to come to Barnett Academy. This bitch is so fucking full of herself. It's so cuckoo. So on Jacob's transcripts, I'm going to say those with heavy air quotes because, like, according to fucking who,
right?
Jacob passed Japanese, but had no idea to speak. So on these, what transcripts are, let me just start that again. So on these transcripts, unofficially, I'm sure, Christine said that Jacob spoke fluent Japanese, which is not true. She gave Jacob an A in home economics for helping her boil water for spaghetti. He got an A+ in Arabic as well as Japanese.
Can't speak it.
Didn't
literally
learn
cannot.
that either.
No.
Nope. Also an A+ in fine arts piano, but never learned any piano. So funny. Christine claimed that Natalia could pass a Christine claimed that Natalia could pass a GED exam at 7 years old. And like everybody, her teacher, everybody's like, yeah, no. It's literally average intelligence. So in the previous episode, we had said that when Natalia was unable to do a physics assignment and said, I don't know how to do this, Christine pepper sprayed her in the fucking eyeballs that she made her keep open and then wouldn't let her wash her eyes for like 10 seconds. So now Natalia is just living in complete fucking fear. When is the next time I'm going to get goddamn pepper sprayed in the eyes because I don't know how to do physics?
At 10 years old.
Right.
Yeah, like, shut the fuck up.
Or 9 or
like,
whatever. Just, yeah,
you're
a baby.
Yeah.
I can't do physics. I'm 37.
Also, yeah, I'm like, I mean, it depends on the physics, but like, chances of me being able to do that as a grown ass person, I'd get pepper sprayed for it if I were in that situation. Like, what is this? For a 9 or 10 year old.
I'm gonna pepper spray Christine if I see her.
Oh, trust me. That's the nicest thing I can think of to do.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
I know. I can't say
Allegedly.
so many things out
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah. No, we got to keep it. Yeah. We already have enough.
Oh, Christine.
Oh, she just.
So after 6 months with the Barnetts, Natalia needs surgery on her feet because they would lock in place. And this sounds like Jesus. Either one is so painful. Either her feet would lock in place and she's all fucked up, or she gets her surgery, which she does need, and they cut her Achilles to loosen it. And think like I cannot think of like a worse, almost like I'm so uncomfortable right now. Like that is such, it's called Achilles. I'm yelling. It's called Achilles heel for a reason.
Yeah. And literally a child having to go through that kind of pain. Like I can't as an adult, and I have a high pain tolerance. Like I cannot imagine how painful her life must have been.
Right.
Like and as a child.
And after this, she was in extreme pain and she would call out to her she says, I will call out to my mom, you know, because like she's supposed to be my mom and take care of me.
Oh.
And Christine just wouldn't bring her any pain meds. And eventually Michael would come in and give her medicine. These people deserve so much special treatment in hell. Natalia began to believe that they didn't want to take care of her when, quote, they found out how many surgeries I needed and the fact that it would have been a long recovery process with all of them. Which is, yeah, I'm sure. Like, among the fact that she's not a genius, it's like, oh God, and we need to fucking take care of her after she needs all these stupid surgeries. Ugh.
Oh, such a hardship.
Yeah,
like
it's like what
you
do
try having
with
it for once.
kids.
That's
and
what. Yeah.
You're like, so Natalia felt that she was keeping Christine stuck at home, like meaning that Christine couldn't go out and show off Jacob because she never wanted to.
Or
show off
her
the other
golden
kids.
vagina or whatever it is that she shows off to everybody.
Right. She's got like a golden vagina and her tits squirt beer.
That's right.
I don't know
It's
what
like
magic she's got going on, but
listen.
But apparently it was enough to just keep Michael pussy whipped.
Was her vagina his monster?
I think
asking.
So. Yeah.
I'm just asking.
Yeah. Also, Phantom Shadow Swing song. You said, sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. It's totally fine. I'm just saying that we're not going to expand upon that because it's also sort of also a note to the editor. Hi, baby. Sorry, this is a long episode. I love you. I appreciate you. They're like, I fucking hate you, dude. I cannot believe you made both of these an hour. They're going to hate me so much. Okay. Okay. I gotta go. I have to. Okay. Here we go. Basically, what I was saying is that was like a little note to the editors to like not keep that in there. Okay. So Nicole and Vince DePaul, one set of prospective adoptive parents who she may or may not be living with now, have the same type of dwarfism as Natalia. And they explained that everyone with dystrophic dysplasia needs many expensive surgeries starting as babies in order to be able to walk. And the Barnetts only provided Natalia with one of the surgeries that she needed.
I can't.
And because she did not get the surgeries as they should have been gotten scheduled, she now has all these fucking, like, her feet are fucked up. She needs special shoes that cost $30,000 a pair. And no, they're not designer. Like,
they're just basic shoes.
But yeah, but they're like medical.
Like, well, yes, but I meant like they're not like
specially made for her because she didn't have an opportunity to get the treatment that she needed to fucking be able to walk with normal shoes.
And the thing is about the shoes, again, I mean like basic, like it's not like they're bejeweled or anything's cool about them. They're just basic shoes that she has to pay that kind of money for specifically because they didn't give her what she needed.
Yeah.
They're not fun shoes. They're literally shoes that help her function, and that's how much they are. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because of them.
No Jimmy Choos. No red bottoms.
No
or is
red
that
bottoms.
Louis Vuitton? I don't know. I don't care. So Michael claims that the adoption agency never told them about all the surgeries that Natalia would require. And I find that really fucking hard to believe. Because Natalia claims that doctors didn't. Sorry, let me say it again. And I find that really hard to believe. Natalia claims that doctors didn't know whether to treat her as a child or an adult because of so much confusion about her age. How fucked is that?
It's
Like, they're like, we don't know what you
incredible.
require at this time because we don't know if you're 12 or fucking 25.
And all because they just wanted to age her up so they could get her out of her home, their home.
Because
That's
they wanted a 10-year-old to go live by herself in an apartment. So that again, I'm making this again, I'm seeing this parallel between her and Gypsy Rose Blanchard because they were both just over and over completely fucked over by the medical system. Like, what's
happening?
Where was the doctor and the dentist who had figured out her original age saying, hey, excuse me, I heard something weird, what the fuck? Like,
right,
where were the people standing up for her? Like, such
where were people?
Horseshit.
I just have the legal system didn't even try to reach out to be like, let's see if this is factual based on actual reports from actual doctors and dentists. Like, no, let me sign at the dotted line. Yep, now you're 22.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
fucking
okay,
sorry. What?
Yeah, also legal system failing her, and
that's what I have to say. To that.
Working in favor of the Barnetts. Natalia, this is so sad. Natalia felt like she could never do anything right and was always being yelled at by Christine. Christine treated the boys normal, but treated Natalia terrible all the time. Christine would claim that Natalia stole the boys' toys. There was a story that Michael told about stealing the boys' things and throwing them in the street for the boys to run into traffic to get. I think it was a secondhand story. I think Christine actually probably made it up at first. But the story is that Natalia took the boys' favorite toys and threw them into traffic to try to get the boys to run into traffic.
Go get run over.
She was like the evil orphan from the movie.
And the whole like farting on him thing, like, oh, I farted on him. Like, everybody does that as a child to their siblings. Why is this a discussion?
Wait, I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, there was like and she farted on the boys, and it's like, she did. Oh, that's horrible. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, kids do that.
I'm pretty sure
adults do that. Like my ex-boyfriend used to like fart so bad, and I would have to leave the room because I'd be like, dude, I feel like I'm stuck in like a stinky prison.
I can't.
So everybody farts. Is the moral of that,
like, why are we gonna act like that's some horrible thing this child did?
Egregious act.
Exactly. Oh, she is the worst.
She passed wind.
How dare her?
Yeah. Because Christine's amazing and perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Natalia wonders why they didn't just send her back, but thinks it's because they were trying to keep a good reputation. And I think Natalia's right about pretty much everything.
Yep.
Natalia tearfully says Christine beat her while Michael watched 3 different times and never did anything. She also says that Christine was so ashamed of her that when they would go out, she would put Natalia in a baby stroller and cover it up with a blanket.
And whenever quote, they would want to play or whatever, is that the quote? Go for it.
She said, quote, she didn't want people to know that I existed. She flat out hated me. And there's a neighbor that actually agrees that Christine did seem to try to hide Natalia.
She wouldn't let her play. They'd be at the playground in that, and everybody else is playing, and she's in the stroller.
They're like, does she want to play? It's like, no, she's sleeping. And Natalia's in there awake, like, actually, I do
want to
play. I'm a kid.
Oh, my God.
So Christine obviously wants Natalia to tell doctors and authorities and everybody that she's 22 so she can justify Natalia living independently and putting her in an apartment when she's a 9-year-old. Okay, and we're about to wrap this episode up, you guys. So we go back to the in-person meeting between Natalia and Michael says he's learned recently that he and Natalia had the same monster. Shut up, Michael. Oh my God.
He
says, We were both incredible victims of an otherworldly type of abuse.
Sir.
Natalia was absolutely a victim of an otherworldly multiple types of abuse. You, sir, sound like you were an involuntary cuckold, and go fuck off.
The fact, though, that he is like, oh, yeah, I have the same monster. And the only phrase I personally remember him saying that had happened to him is that he needed to sit down and shut up or she'd take his voice from him. And it's like, okay, yeah, no one wants to hear someone say that to you, but like, also, that's nowhere even close in the same radar as what's happening to Natalia. How about, and I don't know, maybe this is just me, you sit down somewhere and shut the fuck up and listen to what you have done to her by not opening your damn mouth.
Oh, he doesn't have any interest in like,
oh no,
actually
every
hearing
5
and
seconds.
acknowledging her. Don't be silly, Shantae. He's not.
I know.
He doesn't want to do
Such
that.
a ridiculous
He just
idea.
wants to
My
talk
bad.
at her so that she can understand how
He suffered.
victimized he is.
Oh my gosh.
Michael claims that he was exceptionally controlled and put down by Christine. And again, if he weren't a fucking terrible human piece of garbage dumpster fire butthead, I hate him. And if he weren't terrible, then I'd have more compassion, because it does sound like he was emotionally and verbally abused by Christine. And I want to make it very fucking clear that I don't take men being abused lightly. I understand that it happens a lot and it's not talked about very much, and it's not taken seriously when it is. And I'd love to start changing that stigma. But Michael he's his own person, and he's a terrible one. So he can, like, sorry that you were controlled and put down by Christine. Like, sorry that she hurt your feelings. It's not cool. She was a bitch. But like, you stop trauma comparing. First of all, stop trauma comparing. So stupid.
It's so
and it's
horrible.
Actually made it so that like it's been harder for me to like connect with other survivors because of like the trauma comparing. And it's like,
it's rough,
dude. It's, hey, everybody's story is valid here. Is no?
Yeah,
no one.
We're not.
What's going on here?
Trust me, we're not better because we have different and
right,
like trauma. I mean, let's not.
It's wild, but it's
that is a thing we have to remind ourselves of. I don't care what you've experienced in your lifetime, people. Like, please understand what you're feeling and what you've been through is a valid thing, regardless of if you think it is worse or better, which I don't think that's a thing, than that other person. Like, everybody's trauma is a real thing and real emotions. And I'm a huge component of like, just because you maybe have heard my story or their story or his story doesn't mean you shouldn't tell yours. That's my soapbox. And thank you.
Thanks for coming to our TED Talk. We're almost done. We've covered so much today, like bubble baths and
I'm sorry,
orgies. I don't even know. Like, so much has happened.
That's right.
So Natalia asks Michael why he didn't leave Christine, which also I think is like a very simple question, or it sounds like a very simple question. But when somebody has been with an abusive partner, why didn't you just leave isn't always come with a super simple answer.
And it isn't. Why didn't you just leave is not fair to use.
Yeah. So we're going to validate the fact that Christine is an abusive whore and she did not treat Michael well, and she was abusive.
She's
to
a
him.
horrible
and
she's
he
a
was a
person.
victim.
Yeah.
Although, and also, Michael's a fucking narcissist who was a party to Natalia's abuse and is trying to say me being verbally abused and emotionally abused was the same as you being verbally and emotionally abused, and as well being physically abused and tortured, because I would consider not getting her operations and then not taking care of her. I would consider that torture. and then
Absolutely.
leaving her by herself as a 9-year-old to fend for herself, like essentially.
It's torture.
I
It
literally,
is.
I think it goes beyond abuse into
Mhm.
torture. So Michael says that he tried to leave her no less than 10 times and ended up in the hospital regularly over it.
Mm, okay.
Which,
Should
okay.
have taken Natalia with you to get her surgeries while
Yeah,
you were
maybe you
there.
should have taken Natalia when you, like, hey, carpool, right?
I'm
Yeah,
so
maybe.
sorry.
No, I think that's a really fucking good point. So Natalia says, "Why did you marry her?" And Michael says, "That's a hell of a question."
Mm.
And Natalia asks Michael not to cuss. And I was like, wait, when did he cuss? And then I was like, oh, hell. Oh,
That's a
like,
cuss word?
oh, that was the
Oh,
cuss. I was
whoops.
like, I didn't hear cunt or fuck, like,
Yeah.
or tits, bitch. Where was the, oh, hell.
I
So
can't.
Michael's like, I will do my best. But he also gets snappy at Natalia because he's a bitch. And Bishop Antoine interrupts saying, let's respect God in this place. I know you probably talk like that on a regular basis, but we try to keep a clean environment.
I can't.
Okay,
Okay.
Bishop.
Yes. Okay.
And Michael's
Uh,
lawyer interrupts and he's like, yeah, so I'm not going to tell you not to be a Christian here, and you're not going to tell us to be fucking Christians and like obey by your way of talking. And here, of course, I mean, one thing you can count on Michael for is to like really bring the drama.
oh, just a whole bucket just pouring down.
Girl, he
He has
stands up
arrived.
with so much
Just ripping
just
stuff off of him.
drama. He's ripping the microphone off. He says probably 10 times, I tried. And I'm going to go
I
back
mean,
from the microphone because I'm not going to yell. I tried. 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 How spot on was that?
it was good. Oh my
That
god, it
was
was good.
I
Top
that is
notch.
not I wasn't overreacting, you guys.
It really isn't. It was a whole thing.
It was. Thank you, Joanna. She said A+ performance.
Oh, top
Thank you so
notch.
much.
Oscar
So
worthy.
then, thank you. Michael's like frantically walking around the room, and Antoine's trying to talk to him, and Michael's just like, no, 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 and he's it's a it's
It was
we're
just a
done with the I
lot.
tried. Now we're on to no. He storms out.
Antoine storms with him behind him.
Antoine's hot on his heels.
It's just
Now,
a whole
now they're in the
fucking
street.
parade, folks. It's a parade.
The neighbors probably were like, "What in the fresh hell?"
They're
Oh,
vacuuming
sorry, no
their
cussing.
lawn just
Sorry,
so
no
they can
cussing.
watch.
Yeah,
Oh,
vacuuming the lawn. What? Nothing.
huh?
Huh?
Oh, who's here?
So they're in the streets. They're taking it to the streets, and Michael yells, "If there was a God, he would not do to me." Sorry. Wait, it's so about him. It's crazy. Not he wouldn't do that to Natalia. If there was a God, he would not do to me what happened. He would let me die.
As he gets into his little Mazda Miata
Oh
something.
my God.
I really don't.
Was it
I'm
a
terrible.
convertible, or am I just making that up
No,
in
no,
my
it
head?
was. It was like a white convertible.
It was a
with his little
convertible.
hat
What? Oh
on
my
with his
God.
curls behind him.
Dude.
Just the epitome of what I
Convertibles
picture.
give such small dick energy, and I'm
Oh,
so
the
sorry,
douche.
you guys.
It's just douchey. Everything about him.
Like,
was
unless
douchey.
you're a chick
Yeah.
or like
No.
a non-binary person with like a hot pink Barbie convertible, it's lame. Okay, I'm sorry.
I
I'm
always
here to tell you.
say you can't have all of these things and be the way you are and wear your hair the way you are and be the shittiest person. Like, you got to pick one thing. If you have a great personality and like are a cool person, I'll allow you to drive a dick car. But like, you can't have it all.
You can't
You
do.
just can't. Is this not a buffet?
Can't have no. Yeah, and Michael is he's trying to do too much, is what I would say. So Michael's like, get away from me, get away from me. And it's there's a lot of femininity, I'm gonna say, in his act.
It is giving vibes of, yeah, it's that what people say is feminine.
Yeah.
That like epitome of femininity. That is what it was.
That's
it was
like
exactly what it was. It
so
wasn't.
I don't know. I feel like Michael might have a lot of soul searching and growing to do.
And I think that there was a trigger that happened. There was an evident trigger that happened with him. I'm not saying it was like a trauma trigger. There was a trigger of like, oh my gosh, I have to admit like where I've gone wrong or that I'm bad or whatever. And he doesn't want to acknowledge that side of it. Like,
oh, then you have a whole bunch of guilt and shame to feel.
I know.
Once you stop being only the victim and you realize you're the perpetrator too.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oops.
Yeah.
Don't deal with your problems. Don't face it head on. Run and jump into your dick car and drive off with your curls flying in the wind.
And of course, Antoine's like, God loves you. And then he says, we're not going to put up with no spirits up in this house.
It's and like, we weren't even at their house, though. Where were they?
Yeah, like, no, probably at an Airbnb or something. Oh. And of course, once again, Natalia is the fucking collateral damage left in the house. Confused, like, what the fuck? She's upset. She's crying. Like, what?
It's yeah.
And scene. That's the end. So somehow I thought I was like really nailing the time on that one, and it took longer than the last one.
I thought so too, but the comment it just was made is top notch.
It's, you know what? I had fun though.
It was so good. I had so much fun, and I'm like, she's not letting me back.
Hold on. Cindy says his look is giving that "hello, fellow kids" meme. Oh my God, Michael is so serving Steve Buscemi.
If I haven't had a trophy, I would just give it to you.
Cindy, you get the chat trophy. He is. Just, if you guys, if you don't know what we're talking about, literally just type in "hello, fellow kids," and or maybe "hello, fellow kids." Steve Buscemi. How the fuck do you say his name?
I don't know how to say it.
I don't know, but yeah, he's definitely giving that all the way.
Yeah.
And Peggy said, yeah, he wants his kids back, but drives a 2-seater. That's a great fucking point. Where's your minivan, Michael?
It's oh yeah. Get ready so you can have them.
Well, you guys, we have to go. I mean, we got to like wrap this episode up, mostly literally because my editor is going to hate me.
They're going to say Shantae's not welcome.
No, it's okay. It's mostly me, and I do this all
Denied.
the time. But
it's been a good time.
It's been so much fun. I don't even know where we are anymore. I know we're done with the episode. So I'm
did
like,
it.
Hey, we did it. Yes. Hell yeah.
We did it.
And thanks you guys for being here. We had like 12 people, which Shantae means you're pretty popular because that's a pretty high.
I mean, what do I say?
View count for us. So bring all that on Sunday.
Yes.
Do you guys want more of this? Like Ash and Shantae? Because whether you want it or not, it's coming.
It's coming. But also, again, I told you, I taught 8th grade. Say whatever you want about me. Like, it's not going to hurt my feelings.
Only say nice things about me, you guys, because I'm incredibly thin-skinned.
I'm not.
And I shouldn't admit that on the internet because trolls are mean.
Well, luckily you're my friend because I go to bat.
Me too. I actually like have almost a toxic trait of going to bat.
Yeah.
Of like, I will
It's coming.
I
Yeah.
will try to wreck people. Like I will use what I know about psychology to try to like ruin
Yes.
trolls. It's kind of
Dropped.
fucked. I'm like, this is toxic, Ashley. This is really toxic behavior, because I'm like,
I'm a fan.
how can I use what I know to make them feel as small as humanly possible, since that's everybody's worst nightmare. I can't believe I'm admitting this. I should cut that, you guys. Oh God, we're live.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
I just don't like when
Whoops.
people are mean to my friends. Okay.
Yeah. I think that is a very, very positive trait in my opinion, because I want friends that have got my back. And injustice is a thing I will hurt somebody for.
I
and
got
I think
your back. Okay.
trolls are an injustice. And so we're ready to fight for injustice. Like, you don't call someone out unless it's something that
we're gonna be trouble if we get together in person. We're just gonna fucking walk around. What? Fuck around and find out.
Come on, do it. I want you to.
Starting fights and shit. Like,
give me a reason.
Row.
What are you looking at?
I'm DMXing, like barking at people in the street. What's happening, Ashley?
I'm in.
I don't know. This has been so fun, you guys. Thank you so much for coming.
Yes, and hanging with us for this long. Trust me,
I
always does.
It's been a marathon. They've been with us. Some is you guys. Wow, you guys have been with us for like 3 hours now. I love you guys. That's so fucking cool. And now you don't have to watch it, because watching it's really depressing.
It hurts a lot.
And hearing the synopsis from us is way less depressing. Although I do want to say, like, I think it's so important for these women to be heard telling their own story. So I don't want to say, like, so don't watch it because I already told you. But my main thing is take care of your mental health.
There it is.
Like, I was going to go support my friend Peggy's stream today. Shout out Peggy. Her channel is Curiosity and Chaos. And she did a live this morning with our friend Marilyn from Coffee, Colts, and Crafts. And they were talking about the documentary Let Us Pray, about the independent fundamentalist Baptist cult. And I was like, I would love to support you guys, and I can't watch. I can't, like, I have to talk about, I talked about Gypsy yesterday. I'm talking about Natalia later, and I'm sorry, you guys, I just can't come and listen to you talk about fucking the independent fundamentalist Baptists right now. I can't.
It's a lot.
Because, man,
that one,
a lot of abuse going on in there.
It's a good documentary, but
it's a lot.
So it is.
The content lately has been heavy, like, therefore a lot of the content that I've been covering too, but just like the documentaries have been hitting. They've been hard. I really hope I love documentaries. Actually, I have been looking at the streaming services though, and it looks like February is going to cool down as far as stuff that I'm like, I have to cover that, because as soon as Natalia and Gypsy and Hell Camp, which I actually covered, but is out on the YouTube, but not the podcast. Did we sign off of the podcast? No, they're going to hate me so fucking much. Go for it. Hold on. Okay. Let me just finish that thought. Where was I? What was I saying?
Hell Camp.
Hell Camp is about the troubled teen industry, in particular wilderness therapy camps, which were pretty much started by, or mostly inspired by, this guy, Steve Cardizano. And the troubled teen industry is like immensely, immensely sad and fucked as well.
It's rough. So
between like these 3 documentaries that have come out that I've been like, I need to cover this, it's so important. I'm also like, okay, let's talk about something less.
Yeah, after this is all wrapped up,
like child abuse oriented.
You need to, after this is all wrapped up, you need to like, get.
I'm going on a vacation the 18th through the 29th, and I'm not recording.
Good.
Don't worry, guys. Lots of content still coming out, but I'm not.
But like,
recording.
yeah, maybe do just a chill episode for yourself too, like something fun.
That too, right? Yeah.
Just a fun one after that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fun.
Okay, in your
What is
podcast
that?
though.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna end the podcast. By the way, Dr. Phil does send kids to the troubled teen industry camps. You're right. It's fucked. Fuck Dr. Phil. We're actually gonna do an episode on Dr. Phil. I'm excited about that.
Yes, I can't wait for that.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Okay, guys. So, podcast. Let's sign off. Yeah. Okay. All right. Everybody, please go follow the podcast at tsfuthepodcast.com. You can find all of our social media and all the places you can subscribe to us, and Patreon and bingo and all that cool stuff. And you can subscribe to Shantae at...
Oh, you're letting me do it. Okay. I thought you were going to finish that.
No, because it's there's like all kinds of underscores and shit.
I know there's underscores.
You better you better give the address, I think.
I can't. Yeah, the whole thing. I always mess it up. So let me make sure I say it right.
Free.
I'm
no
free.
Strings.
All of this has underscores between each.
I know, it's so
word.
annoying.
So now, because you can't do anything else. Now underscore I'm underscore free underscore no underscore strings underscore on underscore me.
That is
woo.
You got to.
I'm free, no strings.
That's crazy.
On me.
I'm
underscore.
You know what the strings are? Is you having fucking 30 goddamn characters or words plus whatever. You know.
No, get it out because you're doing great with this whole roasting. It's going well for you.
That's the string. It's all those words that you have in your title. Those are strings. Okay.
I think I'm
too tired to efficiently roast.
Yeah. Okay. Also, Shantae.pits if you want to follow my personal account.
Okay, I did just get it up though.
They always do around me.
And that's our time, folks.
Yes, thank you.
It really is, though. That is our time. Yeah, rate, subscribe. Listen, this is for the podcast. Subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. Leave a rating of 5 stars if you love it, and come on, you know you do. And then take like 30 seconds to leave a review because it only takes like 30 seconds and it's super duper helpful. So do all that and remember to catch us here tomorrow. No, well, I'll be here. Shantae won't. It'll be me and Fallon for episodes 3 and 4. And then Shantae's coming back in hot for episodes 5 and 6.
I cannot wait.
It's going to be good. I can't wait either because I actually don't know what the fuck happens at the end because
it's killing me.
Oh my God, you know more and it's crazy. So it's not a cult, it's just a podcast, but really it's so many documentaries and it's a lot, and everybody take care of your mental health, okay? Like,
please.
For real.
Because it matters.
Mental health matters. # bye. Finn, episode done. Awesome. Yes, good. You guys, thank you for being here in the chat. It was it was a fun
even if we don't acknowledge, well, I'm saying for me, even if I'm not acknowledging comments on the side, they are very, very fun for me. Keeps me engaged.
It's really fun.
So thank you for the engagement. Everybody, I did read every single one.
And don't forget to like, as Peggy P said. And you guys, shout out to Peggy P, actually, because she wrote the notes on this episode. I did watch the episode, but Peggy helped me with the heavy lifting and did all the pausing and rewinding and all that good stuff you do when you're writing down what's happening, like frame by frame. Because I don't summarize the documentaries because the whole point is that if you listen to the episode, you should be able to not have to watch the documentary if you don't want to, because you've heard literally everything that happens in it. Like, it's not a summary, it's a play-by-play, which is why it takes so long. But anyways, what am I talking about? I don't know. I'm tired. don't forget, you guys,
Please.
subscribe,
It's always so fun.
rate,
Like,
review.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
it's fun, but it's also heavy, but it's fun, and it takes a lot of weight off of you.
I
feel like.
couldn't
For me.
imagine telling all of this like straight
Mm.
and being like, all right, well, have a good night. And then just going and like, I don't know, crying into my pillow. Or
Me
something.
personally, I've never done anything straight, so I wouldn't know.
You guys, if you missed it earlier,
I'm a lesbian.
yeah, and I'm not. And we made it very clear that it's not a choice because
It's a personality defect.
like, yeah, she tried to pray it away,
I did.
and I tried
did
to
everything.
pray it towards me. I was like, come on, just like it.
I tried
Dicks
to
are
play
bad,
it away as well.
like vaginas. And
That's
then
right.
turns out everybody's a nightmare, though. So I just was like, you'd rather be near a dick. So
Pass.
just stay there.
Straight up
And you're
bent.
like, Pat,
That's funny.
ew. And Bridesmaids.
Lesbians United. Oh, yes.
They're always, she does the one eye. There's putting it near your face. This has like gone more off the rails than any other episode.
Everybody's
it's
saying
so
they
fun.
like our chemistry. It makes me very happy, you guys, because when I see that, I do love it. I run a lot of webinars for work. I have to speak in front of people a lot for work about work stuff, and it's just fun to have a little
let it loose.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah.
Alicia's also a lesbian.
Yay. Alicia.
Yay.
Lesbians unite.
Woo!
I mean, oh,
and Alicia said she loves the chemistry, and Joanna agreed. So Shantae, you got to come back. I mean, you're already coming back on Sunday, but we should do more because I do 1,000 episodes a day.
I love it,
and you should come be with me.
It's fun. I've been speaking all day today, so it's just a part of my life.
I generally like kind of stop talking actually, unless it's to my boyfriend. Like unless I'm actively talking to people on the podcast, like I don't interact with other humans that much.
That's my job.
I couldn't do that for.
I was at a Purdue event today, like at the Purdue University, and I was speaking in front of roomfuls of people, and it's just like, it's what I do. It's what I do.
And then you have to talk to them after too.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Because they all want to talk about it.
I like talking to my friends on the internet about very specific weird things.
It is
luckily I found a way to fucking do that. It's crazy. So
this is very fun.
It's so fun.
And
we're gonna go.
Guys.
Thank you guys for being here. Girls just are more fun, like Sophia said. And
always.
But hey, I know we got some of our boys on here. What's up, Brendan? And I know Alex was here, and everybody's fun.
Yeah.
All of our non-binary friends too. What's up? Hey, be gay, do crime, do whatever you want, and we'll see you next time. Just be fucking nice to people, okay? You guys, just seriously, like that's it. Be nice. Love you.
Don't be a dick.
Bye.
Bye.